I have currently 15 world records and world firsts. We have 30 vans lined up here. The entire jump should take a total of, somewhere in the area of about 2.5 seconds.
Dar begins with a practice run. Before he attempts his death-defying feat, he must be confident that his motorcycle is capable of performing well enough to reach the critical speed. Another trial run. Now it's time for the real thing. In the final seconds before he starts, Dar can only hope that he is totally prepared. One miscalculation or a split-second error in timing could easily mean disaster. There he goes. He's about to jump. Motorcycles exploded, but he survived. Stay tuned to find out how. Just so you remember what happened after Dar Robinson left the ramp on his motorcycle, let's review that explosive moment. There's only one person who can tell us exactly what happened in midair, and that's our star stuntman, Dar Robinson. Dar, now that we've shown our audience what they think they saw, what do they actually see?
Well, John, I think the best way to explain it is to show everybody the jump from another angle.
I think we have that film here.
Okay, you'll notice that the ramps are actually behind the vans. They're not directly over the vans. And those cardboard boxes there are what I'm going to land in, so I'm not going to fall on the ground. They're filled with Excelsior.
Here you come. Of course, still, if you don't hit that ramp just right, you'd be in trouble, wouldn't you?
Yes, very much.
The explosion covers you, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. In fact, actually, it singed little bits of the hair on my neck and
did it?
a few other things. Yeah.
So how did you go about making the whole thing work the way it did?
Well, first off, Kathy Lee, it's not something that I'd want to do every day. There was an awful lot of preparation that went into it. Those are my guys filling the boxes that'll cushion my fall. I want you to kind of explain to them exactly how this motorcycle is set up and what this is, what it appears to be, and what it actually is.
Well, actually, it's not a fuel tank. It's a dummy fuel tank, and it's made out of styrofoam. And we have some fire bombs placed in each side of this tank. We have an ignition type deadman switch on the other side here on the handlebar, which we hook to Dar's wrist. And when Dar comes off the motorcycle, after he's jerked off, we will have a fire explosion here, 2 fire bombs.
Okay, this cable is attached to a special harness in which I'm wearing. The other end of it is attached to a special decelerative device, not to the local tree. Now, when I get off the ramp, you'll notice that the cable will start to pull me off. At that time, it pulls on the line which is attached to my wrist, breaking the contact points, and it's creating the explosion which you see. So actually what you're seeing is in reverse of what you really think you see.
Here it is in slow motion now. Maybe you can describe it once again.
Okay, now we're leaving the ramp, and from this point on, I'm waiting for the cable to hit. There, it's starting to come in. Now it pulls my hands off, and there's your explosion as contact points come together. Now, what happened there is I was decelerated from a little over 60 miles an hour to nothing in about 25 feet in about 0.2 of a second. So this is something that's never been done also.
Here it is once again. Where are those cables now? Would you run over them?
No, it's being dragged behind me. It's kind of est on the ground there so that it doesn't get hung up on anything. We've shown you how I do it. Please, don't ever try it.